on, you guys? My name is Rage, and we are back today with our first Cosmic Crucible Week 1 battle, just to go through what worked, what didn't, but as well how close the battle actually was, guys. So this was actually my opponent right here at 78 million TCP. So unfortunately, I just went up against a whale right from the get-go, but it's pretty crazy, guys. So 78 million TCP, and I'm currently sitting at 37, so he was more than double. But what actually surprised me was the fact that even though despite the punch up that's 2x my that's double my combat power, you can see here it was a very close fought battle, so pretty promising results to say the least. I was basically one attempt away from actually winning this, which is super shocking. I'm sure Cleopatra was probably surprised to see this, but again, this is a new Crucible season, so everything's on the board here and seeing what works and what doesn't. So I want to show you guys the history and talk about potential changes that I might be making, but I also made some changes since my last video as well, so let's talk about that. First and foremost, what kind of gave it away for me was the multiple attempts needed, because I was punching up sizably against an opponent that a lot of their roster just overwhelmed me. So definitely mindful here, because typically I punch up, but not this to this level, right? So Masters of Evil, as you can see here, is what I utilize for my offense here, just to take down. He had this weaker Marauders team, so it was no issue whatsoever. On stage 2, he did utilize Unlimited X-Men here on defense. As you can see, utilizing my Dev Seed here combined with Apocalypse made short work, but I found this even challenging just because of the fact that I felt that the full Dev Seed team wasn't going to be able to finish the job, so Apocalypse was definitely what gave me the edge there, especially seeing that my opponent had Diamond on Gambit and almost a full team of Unlimited X-Men at Gear Tier 18, so they still did really well in my honest opinion, as you can see here, taking down 2 members on my team. Stage 3, this one was interesting because it kind of threw me for a loop, and keep in mind too the punch difference, right? But he utilized Eternals mixed with Tangle Web. I thought my DevC team could do that, and that was a mistake, so that's something for me to be mindful of. If I did this correctly, I probably could have got the win here, but as you can see, great to see that the Superior 6 combination here with Void Knight getting the bonuses from Cosmic Crucible worked out very, very well, as you can see. So they punched up, yeah, almost double their fighting power here, but as you can see, I'm still slowly working and bringing them up, but the synergy of Superior 6 with Void Knight got the job done quite easily, thanks because of Void Knight's ability block and control in the very beginning. This was very formidable to take down a very prominent team. Stage 4 here, so this is probably going to be one of the most interesting rooms, just with the amount of energy and folks not being able to utilize their ultimates right away. Wakandans were very good here, so you can see I did make one attempt with my Eternals New Warriors, and they didn't really get anywhere. They got completely demolished, so I found that bringing in Lee Spiderweaver, Tangle Web, Eternals combination with Dormammu got the job done. So I'm also taking note of this one. Wakandans, if you guys haven't built up, I think they're a really good team on defense, just because it was so hard to get through them, and as you can see, I was punching up pretty sizably again here, but this is a very solid team if you guys have already Wakandans built up. Stage 5, business as usual. I actually did have Pegasus on defense before, but I swapped them out last minute because I wanted to add some more stronger tunes for defense. But as you can see, even Infinity Watch here, Pegasus easily gets the job done. They punch up pretty sizably here, so thankfully this opponent has the highest combat power in this season, so my matches should be easier as the week progresses. I'll keep you guys up to date, obviously. And last but not least here, stage 6, this was definitely interesting. I wasn't expecting the rebirth to be this strong, so if you guys have a really built up rebirth, I highly recommend. As you can see, I first utilized Gamma at the beginning and couldn't even get through, just because you can see my opponent just had diamonds across the board for rebirth, and almost all the characters at Gear Tier 18. This was so hard to get through, so Gamma went down. I tried this mixture of New Warriors mixed in with Shang-Chi. It didn't work, but fortunately enough, actually got the job done here with Nova getting swapped in, and then having the debuffs with New Warriors and Shang-Chi. So that actually got the job done. So I'm taking notes again. This is a big one. I hope I don't have to face up too big a rebirth, but I suspect that out of time it's probably going to take this room's position, and they're going to be really good. So if you guys have a strong rebirth, this is definitely a good wall to kill the efficiency, and this is ultimately what won my opponent in the victory here. So guys, now let's pivot over to my defenses in terms of how that worked. It's going to be pretty quick to go over, just because, again, many of my teams, he was punching down, so he didn't have much issues. We'll work our way back. So again, being in stage room 6 on defense, you can see I slotted in my version of Rebirth, but you can see how much of a sizable difference in power, right? Mine's only 1.48 million. New Warriors easily getting the job done. So if you guys need kind of a strategy here, New Warriors is definitely the right play. Stage 5 here, so the same strategy as myself. They utilize Pegasus, and who I did bring in for my team, guys, is defenses. I'm glad that this required this big of a Pegasus to take down, but I brought in Val, Black Widow, Doctor Doom, Shuri, and big time Spider-Man, because not only are every one of these characters pretty big on my team, but it's more like a flex, right? Like a bluff, if you will. I want to take advantage of some of these characters I brought into Dark Dimension 6, and they look scary, so that's kind of the appeal there. And also, well, 3 out of the 5 members have a revive. Val also has a revive, so I figured I'd take advantage of that and possibly kill the efficiency here. So it doesn't look like it worked well against Pegasus, but I'm going to leave them there because it does utilize some pretty strong tunes and takes advantage of that defensive fortitude that they have. Stage 4. So this is ultimately the room that really gave me more efficiencies in terms of taking points away from my enemy. As you can see, this is pretty much the bread and butter. I thought this team was going to hold a little bit longer, to be honest, but yeah, just good information for you guys if you're interested. Looks like the combination of Superior 6 can pretty much almost get the room done. As you can see, like 1.95 million punch down and being able to take down Miss Marvel, not a big deal. He did also bring in the combination here of Hive Mind, and I thought for sure I was finished, but thankfully Skrull actually held his own. So good to see that this is going to take at least 2 attempts, in my honest opinion. I don't think there's going to be a team that can one-shot this, just because many of the Secret Defenders have strong special abilities. And finally, you can see he had to clean things up with a Secret Defender. So this is going to be the big room that kind of wins the Crucible battles for me overall, because you can see he brought in 3 meta teams, right? So Superior 6 mixed with Hive Mind with the Crucible season bonuses, and then as well Secret Defenders finally getting the job done. So this is the one I'm going to be paying attention for, and again, this is worst case because we were up against an opponent that was double our TCP. So pretty crazy to see how good this team is. Stage 3, Infinity Watch, Death Seed combination, easy cleanup for them. I didn't expect this to hold, more so just to pull away a good team such as Death Seed away from an attacker. We got Dark Code against Dark Code, yeah, business as usual. And then lastly, this is the one I was surprised to see. I did switch this out too, because originally I had Gamma here on defense, but I wanted to see how my extreme combination here would be with Rogue. And thankfully, you can see here, it looks like it did give even my opponent here a 2 million punch down against my team. They had to back out, and they did bring in Apocalypse. So I think stage 1 and stage 4, these are going to be the rooms that we need to watch out for, but I'm going to keep my same defenses on right now. I want to see how this team does against a lower team level in roster, because we got unlucky here with such a big whale against us, but very, very pleased to see how darn close we were to actually winning. 1 attempt from finishing. So pretty crazy, guys. Let me know anything in the comments below. Hopefully this helps you guys in your insight and planning, but so far I'm going to keep my teams as is right now and keep you guys up to date in the next battle. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.